Oh, hi.
Hi.
We're supposed to say hi.
We're supposed to get high? Alright, oh, sorry.
Sam's not here.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
How's your week?
My week?
Yeah.
Doable. I'm alive. Got through it.
I have a funny story.
Okay. Funny story time.
I remember you now to
Okay.
remind me.
Okay.
So, I have this customer and he's older, so I give him a pedicure because he can't reach and do his own anymore.
Well, that makes sense.
So, he has custody of his two grandsons. Actually, his wife's two grandsons because he remarried.
Okay.
And the older one kind of has a lot of problems, so he skipped a lot of school until this past year, and he's finally in a school that he really likes, and they help him and
Right.
that kind of stuff. So he got a job at Clemens, our grocery store.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were talking back and forth, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I used to work there. My wife used to work there. Blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Oh, he's like, oh, my grandson got his check, and he was just so excited to see all that money in there." And
Right.
I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What is minimum wage these days?" And he was like, "I don't know. Back in my day, it was like 75 cents for me." And I was like,
Right.
"Oh yeah, it's
Well.
definitely up there now." And he was like, "Yeah, I think now it's like $5." And
No,
I was
that
like,
was in my day. That was in my day.
I was like, "No, it's definitely more than that."
It's. I think it's like $14, right?
Yeah, it's 13 now.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I think it might be like 15 because I know there's a whole
Well,
movement trying to get there, but I didn't know if we got there yet or not.
Yeah. I feel like
and he
other
was
states
like-
are moving faster than we are, but yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I don't know, like maybe 7." I was like, "Definitely not 7 because I started at above that." Like, I remember,
Right.
I didn't know at the time, but I looked it up today because I was telling Sam the story.
Right.
But it was just so funny. He was like, "Well, I guess I'm a little out of touch." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." And then he was like, I remember a couple years ago, I wanted to bring the kids to go to a movie. And so I tell her, 2 adults, 2 kids, and I slap a $20 bill on the table. And I was like, uh-huh. And she was like, "Yeah, so it's going to be 50 something. And he was like, no, I think you heard me wrong. 2 adults and 2 kids. And she was like, yeah, 50 something,
Yeah.
$54, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He was like, "Damn, okay, I'm a lot out of touch now."
When I went to, when I was a kid, so I was about 8th grade, the coolest thing was to go to the movie theater, and you'd meet all your friends at the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to
That's
be...
something?
Yes,
Not really.
No.
Yeah.
Really.
Who wants to pay that for a movie?
Well, no, but in my day, it was...
Okay.
You're not even in it, but the
I
cat
know.
is.
Look at this. Look at this menagerie.
Look at this.
Not my trash. Don't look at that.
Oh, look at my trash! Look at the
Oh my
cat!
God.
You're a hot mess over there now.
I don't know what to be in it. It's not my show.
Neither mine. Great.
She's not said a single word this entire time.
It was $5.50 for a movie, and I used to go with $10, and I used to be able to buy a small popcorn and a medium drink.
Yeah.
And
$10?
with $10. And I remember because I used to go on a date, and because I only had $10.
You can get a piece of candy for that for $10. The tickets these days are like $12 or something, right?
No, yeah, it's like $12. Like, there's been so many times that I've been like, I want to go to the movies, and then all of a sudden, like, I go to think of what I got to spend, and I'll be like, don't need to go to movies.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to come out.
I just went to go buy a G.I. Joe like figure that used to be $18. It is now $27. And I was like, nope. I feel like I walk into the toy place and I just get like, I'm going to buy it. I'm leaving.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, I do. You can't
I'm
tell.
going to buy my last breath here.
I'm actually saving up right now because I am going to, and I got permission from the boss. I'm going to invest in a 3D printer and try to make my own figures because I'm getting really it in the long run. I mean, I think it's like $7,000 for like a decent one, and then then you got to buy the shit that goes in it, whatever, plastic or whatever. But in the long run, it still be cheaper in the long run than buying $30 or
once you pay that off.
Yeah. Well,
once you make enough to get your money's worth, and then
yeah. Wait, what? How much did I say it was?
7,000.
No, 700.
Okay.
It's 700.
I was gonna say,
and I was gonna say 700.
Really,
and then
really getting
no,
the savings.
no, but I was saying what my brain was thinking when I was thinking. I said,
what's the average?
Figure.
Yeah, cost.
It's roughly in the $30 range. Can go up to. I've bought an $89 figure, and I've bought. I think the cheapest figure that I can think I can buy that's like a decent size is 25, 24.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's on sale, unless it does that, like no one buys it, it's on sale. It's
Yeah.
Even at Big Lots, you know how they always have like cheap figures? They're $23 for some of those figures. Not the.
So you have to make 24 figures to get your money's worth.
Oh, I'm going to definitely make that. I'm definitely making 24. Jesus.
What figure you got to make me?
Whatever you want. I got to figure out how to use it. That's why I have the brains over here. This is the brain. She knows how to work one.
Yeah, I worked with it for like 2 years.
Are you Pinky then?
Yeah. Narf.
Somebody said. Who didn't say
Yeah,
that?
it does. Narf.
Narf?
Pinky and the brain.
Yeah, I know
Pinky
that,
and
but
the
I don't
brain.
think I remember that
One
part.
is a genius, the other's insane. Me and Chris used to watch that every time
That's a
we
good
come from
show.
school. We could come home from school when I drove, so somewhere in my junior year, drive home, sit there and watch like an hour of like, was it Tiny Toons? I know it's like Tiny Toons. It was like Animaniacs, and then it was like, okay, gotta
Ooh, I
do
forgot
homework.
about Animaniacs.
That was good. That was some good stuff right there. That was drugs. Because that was adult kid humor. So if you were like a certain age, you didn't get any of the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yet it was
fun
for kids.
For the adults. It's fun for the kids.
That's what we don't have enough of those anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like
everything's a learning thing.
Everything's a baby thing, or like farting jokes when you're going, okay, that was good for the first episode. What's our second one? We're gonna fart differently today. It's like, oh, anything the word "go" at the end is about farting. Like I swear, like Teen Titans Go,
they only had like one episode of that.
It was all stupid. It's just stupid humor. It's all stupid humor. It's horrible. Watch the original Ben 10. They're amazing. Oh, now you're gonna change. Have you watched the new one? Have you watched the new Ben 10?
No, I refuse to.
It's garbage because it's no. It's
Does he grow up? Is he 10 years old?
Well, when it starts, yeah, he's 10. By the time he's done, he's like Ben 15 or something. No, but it's Ben 10 because the object is he only unlocks 10 of the aliens you can change into. Oh yeah, I remember watching that with my kids. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. You're gonna watch this. I'm gonna finish watching.
You had all the Ben 10 stuff.
Yeah, I did.
You had like the watch thing.
Yeah.
You had
I'd be like,
all the figures.
I did. At night, Jaylee would be like, "What's that sound?" I'd be like, "Nothing." Are you playing with the watch? No.
No, honey.
I gotta wait till it times out.
I thought we were role playing. I want to be a different ghost tonight. Spooky season.
I'm a different alien.
Well, you're definitely out of this world.
Oh, I'm forearms tonight.
Middletown does customer appreciation pricing on Tuesdays for $7 or $8.
Oh.
Who's going to the movie
on Tuesday? I know. But I do go on Mondays. I always feel like Mondays.
Appreciation's Tuesday.
I know, because it's like one day I'd be like, but I do go on Mondays, so I feel like no one's there, and it's like nice. Until like one time we went to the movies, and we were like, oh, no one's coming, and last second a bunch of kids came in, and it was a movie. I'm like, what are they doing here? Like, it's not even a good like a movie that I wouldn't expect a bunch of kids in, and they're like, I think it was the Oriental Express, the murder on the Oriental Express. It was something like that type of like a mystery, and they're like, why are those kids here? Oh my god! They talked through the whole movie. I was like,
so glad you spent that money on that. That's why I don't like going to the movies, because like, why am I spending on this movie for someone to yell and crunch and open a bag, and
I know.
If I have to pee, then I have to miss the movie. Like,
I know.
Or I have to hold it and like.
There's nothing worse, because I did the my wife, when I first met, we went to go see the first Lord of the Rings.
Aren't those long movies?
Huh?
Aren't those long
movies?
movies?
And like I wouldn't eat or drink. I wouldn't eat or drink. I'd just be like, watch the movie. Like you watch the movie. That's all you're there for. The second one, she's pregnant. And she's like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I'm like, so I'm buying. She's like, I can't sit here and eat alone. I'm like, fine. I'll eat something and drink something with you. And the last half hour, my stomach just went, oh, and I was like, I gotta pee. I was like, I'm gonna give me your cup. And she's like, well, I'm like, I'm not leaving this movie. Like, this is an epic movie. Like, yeah. I'm not leaving. I was like, the whole time, I was like, clenching myself to be on a clench. I was like, I was convinced at one point.
Move!
She's pregnant, going down the stairs. Roll faster, bitch! And then the third movie, I went by myself. That's basically my marriage right there. Sounds about right.
Did you go to a lot of movies?
No.
Do you go on movie dates?
What's the point of the date? You're sitting there, you can't even talk.
Yeah, but you talk in the beginning, you hold hands.
Yeah, I have.
He puts the popcorn in his lap, that kind of stuff. No, but when you guys go on dates, where do you normally go on dates?
The movie theater.
This bitch is
only like 2 times we've gone.
You only been on 2 dates?
No, you guys do.
Yeah.
Huh. I feel like you've gone on a lot. I feel like you've spent a lot of time with them. That's why I'm like.
Yeah, but those aren't considered dates. Those are just hanging out.
There's different. See, it used to be a date. Anytime I was with my girlfriend, it was a date. Like, because I feel like that was the only time I was allowed to be with her was whatever time I was with her. Like when I was younger.
It's a different world these days.
Yeah, I know. It's like we've only been. I feel like they do leap year dating. Like we've only been. We've been together for like 6 months. Yeah, we've only been on one date.
When Kelsey and I were dating, our 1 month happened to be like when she was in dress rehearsal because she used to do dance.
Right.
And
no, wait a minute. She used to dance?
Mm-hmm.
I would never guess that.
I didn't know that either about her, but she did.
Oh, wow. And you were dating her when she was, and you didn't even know it.
No, I knew when I was dating her, but I didn't know. Like, I would never picture her doing dance.
Dance, neither would I. Did she like it, or was it a mom thing?
I think she liked being with her friends.
Right, okay.
I don't think she liked actually doing it.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
But so it was during dress rehearsal, and the only thing around it was McDonald's.
Right.
Or she happened to find that there was a Newport Creamery. So our first date would have been at McDonald's.
Well,
but it was at Newport Creamery.
There's nothing wrong with that. I took many girls to McDonald's for dinner. I'd be like, hey, this is what I can afford. At that time, my time was different because my parents didn't give me money to go on a date. It was like I had to.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Right, like you had to come up with your own money.
Right.
Well, now these guys, they get money.
Yeah, must be not.
Mom, or his mom always gave. Yeah.
Thanks.
But I remember, that was gasoline too when I was able to drive, like what I could actually afford.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be like we would sit there, and she's like, "Hey, this is great." And we used to pick up McDonald's and go to like Breton Point and just sit there and just eat McDonald's and watch the sun go down and watch the sun, like the stars come out. And it
wasn't gonna be cute like that. It was gonna be like we ate at McDonald's and then we had to go right back to dress rehearsal.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And she only had so much time.
But see, I always feel like your real dates don't really happen until you're in that junior year. I think like freshman and sophomore years, like you go on dates, but your mom and dad have to drive you. They're sitting on, like my parents used to sit on the other side of like, oh, we'll give you privacy and go into
so like.
No, my parents weren't like that. Like they were just sitting there. Actually, they were. And they'd be like, you didn't even, what are you doing over there? You're like a geek. You were just standing there. Why didn't you sit over there next to her instead of the other side?
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't know.
I like
being across from each other. Yeah. Well,
so what am I looking at? I'm looking at the booth across from me. What, I gotta turn like this and eat like that? No, come on. I'm like across.
I don't know. I always got the.
Unless we're like on a double date.
Yeah, double date.
That's okay.
No, double date. Then you have to be across from each other. Your loved one has to be across from you.
No,
Can't-
next.
No, I can't be
Let's
next.
be next.
No, I look at her all the
No,
time.
I don't like being next. I'm like, dude, I
Okay,
sit next to
well-
her all the time.
Who are you going on a double date with? No,
I've been on double
no.
dates.
You and I should go on a double date.
What?
We should go on a double date.
Yeah, there we go. I'll take Kelsey. You take Shannon.
All right. Perfect.
She loves me.
Well, I thought Shannon wanted Kelsey.
That means I'm stuck with you, and that's like,
Yeah.
nah. You're like my kid.
Pass.
You can pass on that.
Oh, geez. Hip hop only. I did enjoy it. I wish I was better at it.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what? That's something.
She's watching?
I know.
What the hell?
She even answered too. That is so interesting. That's awesome because I always love finding something different. Like it just wouldn't like
See
1
that?
+ 1 doesn't
Yeah.
equal 2, but it does. I always love that because I just picture her really taking it seriously and really doing it, and just like me, like what, be like, you really like that? Yeah. Oh, more.
I don't want you spreading this information about me. I'm sorry, I didn't know you liked it.
No,
I
no.
thought
Hey,
your mom
sorry.
made you do it.
Oh, she's all mad. She's like, I can't believe you didn't
Yeah,
know I
how
loved
fucking
it. I have
dare
it
you.
tattooed right here. Love hip hop.
And it's her.
she's like doing the Dougie. she's like, no, the Running Man. She's like, I don't even know what the Dougie or the
I
Running Man.
know what both of those
Oh,
are.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna fill that out. I'm an old man, sorry.
Yeah, we know.
Anyways, are you ready
All
for
right.
this?
So what are we doing?
Okay. So these brands that we
Okay.
know today,
Okay.
there's 25 of them on this list.
Okay.
They used to either like sell something out, or they also sold something than what they sell now.
Okay.
So you guys have to guess what they sold before.
Okay.
You might know that.
Like Coca-Cola used to sell coca leaves and the thing and get you all
Yeah,
messed up.
yeah. All right.
And you know what Mountain Dew was made originally for? To mix with alcohol. It wasn't supposed to be a soda. It's supposed to be a mixer.
I'm glad they made more flavors. I want to have shark bite.
She likes shark bite.
You
I like
project your
voodoo.
voice in those.
I know.
We don't want quiet. Oh, Mom.
Oh man, child.
So, I was gonna say Cabbage Patch Kid, actually. At least I think that's what it's called. What's a Cabbage Patch Kid?
It's a dance.
What
It's
is
kind of like the Running Man.
it?
And go ahead, look it up. Oh Jesus, she always
You
gets.
should demonstrate it.
No, thank you.
Yes.
I might hurt my back doing this.
The getting up portion or the dancing?
Oh, Gray. That's funny that ride doesn't seem like to be happening as much anymore. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll pick up, man, child. I'm only poking fun.
What are
Okay.
you just like?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I could see her doing that.
I do too.
Like getting that tattooed. That'd be hilarious.
It's actually her with her hat on backwards. All like.
We don't want Niles pulling a hamstring.
I'll be on the ground. Medic, man down.
Get him
Handy's
a
going.
Coke!
Blew out a hammy. I blew out a hammy. Thanks, Kelsey.
All right. Shell. What do you think Shell was?
Okay, so Shell
Is
a
gasoline.
gasoline. Now, what did they used to sell?
Shell.
Shells. I want to say like a convenience store.
Aren't they still a convenience store?
No.
Yeah. Well, they have a convenience. Oh,
Well,
no, it's
no.
seasons now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was originally, but I don't think they had gas. I think it was just a convenience store at one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Because I don't know.
You want a convenience? You can just get anything.
Like,
It
Shell, I
works
didn't
in
even know it was
schools.
gas until someone told me something. I didn't even know.
I don't know.
She's like shells.
You have no guesses.
No guesses.
Nope. The first thing that came to mind was seashells.
You're correct. In the 1800s, antique dealer Marcus Samuel expanded his business by selling exotic seashells. This required a large import-export infrastructure. When he passed away, his sons took over and developed an interest in importing and exporting oil. Thus, the set foundation for one of the biggest oil companies in the modern world, born from selling seashells.
Mr. Spence was so right. I'm so smart when I think outside the box.
There you go. I didn't know you were in a box, but now you're out.
I was compared
Josh
to a
is
cat.
always in the box.
I was compared to a kitten inside of a box earlier.
Moving along.
I don't know why.
This water isn't strong enough for this conversation.
Is it Colico? Coleco?
Yeah, I think so. Cool. Can we say it again?
Colico?
Calico.
Colco? Coca?
Calico. Calico.
Colico?
Calico. Oh, now she's gonna look how to say it. That little thing goes.
I don't think I've heard of this word. Calico.
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 Okay. Sounds like something. So what is it now? Because I feel like tell me what it is now, and because I have no idea, I can't even make a guess because I feel like that's a Walmart right now or a disease you get by sleeping with the wrong people.
Home console. Calico version.
Home console.
Console. Like
Okay.
Atari.
Like okay.
Oh, they don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I've never heard this in my life.
All right, well, what do you think it was before?
Oh, this should be real easy. Okay. Trading cards.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a guess for that one. Never heard of it a day in my life.
Okay. This is going to be real fun with you.
You are no fun, bitch. No fun.
You can't even like give me like a.
Just throw out something. I said trading cards. Just throw out.
They used to make consoles like Atari and.
No, I'm kidding. Don't say it.
I'm good. Drugs.
Okay.
I think the other stuff was a lot better. I think I would have gone with. She's like.
They made shoe leather and leather kits before going into plastic molding and finally video games.
Oh, that makes sense.
And they get the name from Connecticut Leather Company, so it's Coleco.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That was all about my painting.
Lamborghini. What they sell beforehand.
Oh.
Do you know this one?
I feel like I know this
You
one.
should know this one.
Wasn't it suits?
No.
I thought
I
it
think
was
it's
clothes.
jewelry.
I don't know what clothes.
Jewelry?
Yeah.
Tractors. Making farm equipment.
Really?
Specifically tractors.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The company still makes tractors, actually, according to this.
Can you imagine in your like
My Lamborghini tractor.
you're like, dude, I'm buying
John Deere,
I'm
fuck
buying
that shit. I got
a
a
Lambo.
Lambo.
I'm buying a Lambo. What do you mean? You're buying a Lambo? Yeah, I'm buying. What? Yeah, come on back. It's like this tractor. You're like, whoa. You're like, whip and whip. Can you imagine?
How bougie do you have to be to have a Lamborghini tractor?
I want to know what
Or
farmer
is it
can
worse?
afford one.
What's that?
I want to know what farmer can afford one.
No, it's probably cheaper because.
Do you think it's cheaper than John Deere?
Oh, definitely. Because when you look up farm equipment, I don't think you think of like Lamborghini.
Oh, nobody does.
So I would imagine it'd be cheaper. It's probably only sold like you're gonna find out like it's sold in Italy or just in Germany or something, and that's why it's like not an American brand. So like no one in America has a Lamborghini.
95,000 to 200,000 for Lamborghini.
For a tractor.
Yeah, tractor.
So imagine having that for your backyard, like cutting your lawn with. I have a Lamborghini. You like come up, don't get the tractor. Just cut your lawn.
Wait, I want the average. Where was? John Deere is 30,000.
So it's more. I was right.
200,000 for larger ones.
So yeah, so
it could be lower, it could be lower.
So it's
it
actually
could be the same.
Yeah, no. but you can get a cheap one.
Yeah.
So, so it's just a regular tractor.
I'd rather the Lamborghini.
Yeah, me too. Because I would be like, dude, I have a Lamborghini. No way. Yeah,
And then
in
you
my
pull it
garage. Trust me.
It's
I
a
know.
clunker.
You know how many times I pulled it out and everyone's disappointed? I know. Trust me. Be like, look,
People might
look,
be
here, we
happy
have a Lamborghini. What? Where is it? It's right here.
Ta-da!
Got my lawn and everything.
This baby set me back 200.
It's one swipe and you cut your whole lawn because it's so big. Woof. Lawn's cut.
That's actually the best deal ever. Baby's been saving me on gas. Done.
I can go from 0 to 10 miles. In 5 seconds. Hold on, Gary. You want to race? Take out the cruiser. You and your cruiser. I got a Lamborghini.
It's like a shift too.
Wait till I get on second.
Hang on. Doing tractor pulls with it.
Wait till I get on second gear.
Oh my god.
She is so straight faced. She's like,
I don't get it.
oh goodness.
Okay, Avon. Do you know what Avon is now?
Yeah, it's makeup.
Yeah.
What was it originally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus. Avon. I say something with chemicals.
I feel like they made the containers for the makeup, but they didn't make the makeup.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. She's good at these.
What did you say?
I said chemicals.
Like what?
Like, I was thinking something like cleaning supplies
Cleaning
type
supplies?
of, yeah, like some type of chemical.
Books. So what happened was
One day they bought a book.
David H. McConnell
Yeah.
is a founder of it, and he would go door to door selling books to. This is actually what made me want to do this episode today because I heard about it.
Okay.
But he went door to door selling books,
Right.
and he realized after a while that he wasn't selling books anymore because a lot of women would answer the door.
Right.
And this was back in the 1800s.
Right.
So to get them to buy the books, he would also give the women a free sample of perfume. And then he realized that
like
didn't
more, yeah.
So then he actually let women join the company, and then the women would go door to door, and then they finally stopped selling books and just sold makeup instead. The more you know.
Do you know doctors in the late 1800s, early 19th, used to help women, if you will, with a vibrating machine?
Oh yes.
And that's how they basically, it was a medical.
Right.
They thought you were medical because that's how they thought they could cure depression in women. And that's how they landed up getting
cured some depression.
Jeff's like, going back tomorrow? Same time, Doc?
You know why the eyelashes were invented?
Yes, and it's not for beauty. It's for it's to, it's for porn to stop the ejaculation hit your eyes.
Yes. Cumbrellas.
I got another one for you.
She just said, you're like, what the fuck is happening? I'm not even going to be in this podcast. Just a ghost.
That one, you're like in the blind spot. They push you over. Do you know
The Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man? No, seriously, did you know in the early, I think, 1400s, nannies used to give hand jobs to their, I believe it was 10 and over, for them to have better naps.
Moving along. We're done.
They're called handies. That's what they would ask the no, I'm being serious.
This
And
is
it was
gross.
no, but that was considered like
Normal.
normal.
Child
Yes.
pornography.
No, but considered normal because the kid would take a proper nap.
Mm.
That's what me considered. You know?
Well, I guess it makes sense because like weren't they marrying at like 14
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like 12 to 14 or whatever?
Yeah. Actually, the French king and the French was actually, I believe, the German queen. Well, the German princess who
They're
became.
still taking naps at 10.
Well,
But then
it was.
they get married a year later.
Well, no, it was at the age of 12. No, I'm sorry, 13 and 14. They got married, and they don't end up having sex until 7 years later, which start a lot of rumors about him and her not being mature enough, and it ruins their whole like royal career because he didn't know what to do because they didn't talk about it.
Right.
So he went into the bedroom on their wedding night, talked and laughed and fell asleep. They just fell asleep because they didn't know what they were supposed to do, and it took 7 years before he understood what he was supposed to do. And then it ruined because a lot of people back then, if you didn't have an heir at a certain point, you were considered a weak, like monarch type of thing. You know, like it's crazy. You just think to yourself, like, how do people think like that? But back then, it was a whole different life.
Different,
it's weird.
age
You know what's weird? It's like we have a different life. Like when we sit and talk, and I'll say something, and you'll go, "Yeah, that's like no one does that anymore." And then you say something to her, and she's like, "Yeah, they don't do that." Like it's just. And now we're talking about something even older, and it's like, ew. It's like, yeah, but it's almost like you do what the Romans do, kind of trick. Like back then you wouldn't be ill; you'd be like, "That's normal." It's weird. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mazda.
Is that a car?
It is a car. It's a car company.
Yeah.
I saw the car and I was like, is that?
You saw the car?
I want to say computers. For some reason.
I want to say they stuck with vehicles, so probably like semi trucks.
Quarks.
It's crazy.
Mazda made over $25 billion in profit in 2022, and that's impressive for a company that was founded to sell corks. The company was founded in 1920 as the Toyo Cork Koryo Co.
God bless you.
Hiroshima. After being a decade in the cork game, the company completed 180 and got.
This is what always amazes me. Is those type of companies you don't think about. Like like example, great thing, we just talk about corks, Staples. Who makes Staples? Like who makes Staples? And you go, oh, yeah, who does make Staples? Like there's a company out there that's all they do. Or even the Office, they make paper. They sell paper. Right. And you think to yourself, like, this is stupid. And all of a sudden you go, no, really not stupid because we all need paper. Yeah. So who the hell's someone's got to be selling paper. It's like all that stuff that I never. Right. 1 + 1 never goes in your head. You just take
it's like all companies that you didn't think would make them too.
Right. I'm not even though. It's just like you don't think of corks.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell makes corks? And then they're like, well, how would you have a cork?
How do you make cork? You make cork, or is that like a natural thing that you find? And then you shape it.
Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck is a cork?
No, I thought it's like certain type of like well, I thought at one time it was wood that was like, like kind of like manufactured kind of deal because I don't feel like it's real. Like they cut out. I don't think they cut out a piece of wood. Like, oh, this is the cork.
Cork is the outer bark of a cork.
Oh, so it is. Tree. So I'm wrong. They did. They just drill a little piece and they put it in the thing. Wow. So they're not making it. You just cut it and put it in. I'm laughing because I just realized there's cherries on our fingers.
There are cherries on my fingers. Not that they're cute. Anyways, I'll look into how a cork is made later. If they do just like cut it out, or if it's like jam packed.
Yeah, because I always thought it was like kind of because pressured, like made together that way.
Well, if you think about it, you can have like corks that go in a wine bottle. You can have the cork board. You can have like corks for coasters. You can have.
But I don't know how far that went. Like how like yeah. I guess that's the trick.
Anyways,
Moving along.
Samsung.
Samsung.
Jesus Christ.
Easy, Sam.
Come
You're
in.
not on the podcast. Come in. Morning, got pizza. Samsung. I would probably say TV.
Shoes.
Shoes?
Yeah.
It was a general store.
Oh,
Dried fish noodles and other groceries were how they made their money at the time. By the 50s. What the fuck was that?
Oh,
The company was branching out.
she saw your cherries and went, oh, yeah.
The company was branching out and forming divisions to deal in new and more diverse products like insurance, construction, and even theme parks.
Wow. It's
The
crazy.
electronics turned out to be their big moneymaker.
Yeah, I kind of caught on to that. Oh, they're laughing out there.
Oh, I get it. One weird laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Wrigley. You know what that is?
Nope.
Gum. Wrigley gum. I believe he was a candy maker first before he got into gum.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Soap.
so. Oh, what?
With soap.
Mhm.
I
The company
know.
began selling soap.
I know Hershey's was
So
originally
they used to
candy.
sell Wrigley scoring soap.
Hershey's is still candy.
Yeah, no, but he basically got his whole career on this particular chocolate that he basically founded to be a particular way. But originally it used to be all like hard candy, like different flavored candies, like butterscotch, like those type of candy, not chocolate candy. I watched a whole documentary thing on
Of
it.
course you did.
It
You
did.
watch a lot of documentaries, so I'm
I
surprised you
listened
don't know
to
this.
no,
Well,
because I've
that's what
never
I'm saying.
listened. We're not. I'm talking about. I listen to like famous people or history or.
No, I know, but I would feel like you would know these.
I think, yeah, I would have thought too.
Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
Toilets.
Okay, that's actually good. Ever shit food in a buy your toilet. The only toilet that's gonna flush this shit down.
Here's a corn cob. Taco Bell. Some reason I want to say it was a hamburger joint.
You're so close.
I feel
Hot
like
dog.
hot dog. Yeah, I felt like it was something
No
besides.
wonder why their food sucks.
I felt like I heard something about it being another food, but I couldn't remember what it was. So I went with hamburger. But they did sell hamburgers
Oh yeah.
for a while.
It was a Taco Bell. I mean, a hot dog hamburger, but it was mostly hot dogs.
No. In
Taco Bell?
like my like in the 80s, there used to be hamburgers.
I feel like they brought that back.
They
when
tried.
Taco form.
Yeah, they tried to, but they made hamburgers for a little while, and was like major. Like it was part of the menu. I think in the early 80s or some crazy thing like that.
He used to sell hot dogs and burgers, but the place across the street, the Mitla Cafe, sold tacos, and he saw how popular tacos was, so he started selling tacos.
So my question was it Taco Bell when he opened it? Who said he
Bell's
got it?
Drive-In.
Oh, okay, Bell's Drive-In. Okay.
Play-Doh.
Oh, oh no.
This one kind of
No.
makes sense.
Oh no! It's Silly Putty. I know. Silly Putty was supposed to be something else, not a toy. I feel like it was. I'm gonna say food. Food.
Does not taste good.
That's why it's called Play-Doh.
Everybody's watching. Oh,
What?
Joey did say corks are from trees.
Oh, okay, Joey. Thanks, Joey.
I feel like
Joey's already locked off. He's like, I'm already gone.
No, he's still on there.
Oh, Joey, silly.
Brian's already on and off, so
Yeah.
yeah.
No, let's not push it.
I don't know
Brian's.
about Play-Doh. That one's. I don't know.
If you
that's
had to
confusing.
guess, what would it be?
I know.
Um.
I remember.
Shut up. Glue.
Blue?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It was wallpaper cleaner.
Ooh.
The company was struggling with a struggling soap manufacturer that was tasked with making wallpaper cleaner.
Do you know bubble wrap was originally supposed to be wallpaper?
Mm-hmm. Did on that one. Nokia. Ooh, I like this one.
Nokia. I remember those phones you could like throw against the wall and
Right,
it just
and-
give right back
right.
to you. It'd be working.
They're the first phones that have the QWERTY.
Yeah. I would say. I want to say
TVs.
trading cards.
Trading cards? What'd you say?
TVs.
TVs?
Yeah.
Paper mill.
Paper
You're on
mill.
the right track.
I know.
Paper mill.
Paper mill.
It was back in the 1800s.
It's amazing how, if you think about it, you have a business. Okay, like this is one of the famous. He 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 buys a shipping thing with all these boats. Okay, it's Carney buys all this stuff, right? And then things aren't going good, so he decides to go into like the railroad and sells everything, sells every single boat, and decides to go right at the perfect time and ends up taking like it's amazing
You
how
gotta get
these
that right,
companies
like-
that were just like paper isn't working anymore.
Mhm.
We got to do A that goes into B that goes
Yeah.
into like you know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
happen, but it's just amazing people, men, women who just put two and two together. Be like, we can't stay on this road, or we'll go bankrupt. Like you know,
Right.
we got to change.
Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton.
I hate that because
Erasers.
it's gonna be
Erasers?
gonna be something that it's not his company because it's him. I feel like it's one of those things where you know he used to work in a drive-in.
Either erasers or pencil, like something school supply related. You know, like office supplies.
I know Chanel was a Nazi spy, so I'm gonna go with
Drug dealer.
an artist. He was an artist before he started.
Boxes.
That makes sense.
How did they get from that to this?
Because it's pocketbooks. It's basically a fancy box.
Louis Vuitton, the boy, got a job when he was 13.
See, I told you it was gonna be something dumb like
Working
this.
for a packer.
See, I told you it was gonna be his
People
first
took fancy
job.
packing seriously back in the day, so the company made custom boxes for various goods. Vuitton was so well known as a maker of fine boxes that he was hired by Napoleon's wife, Josephine.
Wow, is that old?
I guess so. This is 1852.
Yeah, I know. That's
Now he was established in the elite, and his new line of travel trunks became all the rage.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was gonna be something his first job too. I was so close on that.
Tiffany's.
Do you know Audrey Hepburn is the one who picked out that color blue, that Tiffany blue? Like that was her favorite color. She actually picked that out, and she also she's in that film also. But she's the one who was pushing the Tiffany.
It's a pretty color.
It is, but she picked it. She actually knew like three or four different languages. She was a very intelligent woman.
She was so pretty.
I know, so oh god, she's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's one of those old timers that like you see and you're just like, oh, I don't care. Like you're still hot. Like you know how sometimes you look at people like they're stuck in that period of time and you're like, yeah, I wonder what they would look like if they changed their hair or you know, her. She's just like, dude, you're like perfect right now. Yeah.
Karen had a customer. She's passed away a couple months ago, but she was 97, and she looked a lot in like the way she carried herself, just like Audrey Hepburn. So she didn't look just like her, but
so
she like
classy.
Everything
that
she
lady.
did was
so classy.
Yeah,
and it was easy. It just seemed so easy for her.
Yeah.
A lot of people like woodworking for this one.
Woodworking? I forgot we were talking about Tiffany. I know we were talking about it, but oh shit.
Well, okay, guess.
Kelsey, damn y'all are not on top of the chat tonight. Joey said slacking. Kelsey said facts, Joey, but like FAX. And Joey said no printer. And Kelsey said absolutely. Is that a printer? What is that? It looks so emoji. I can't see it. Anyways, Tiffany, what do you think it was? You said what? Woodworking?
Glass.
Glass?
I say glass art.
Stationary.
You do know Tiffany does have glass art though, because they have I'm trying to think who it was. The person who owned it got into art and they made all this glass art, like they made it and then sold it. And it's like beautiful lamp shades and stuff. It's all.
My parents
Just
bought
watch
me
a
a ring
documentary on it.
in there. Bought me a ring from there, and when we went to go pick it out or whatever, I was so nervous being in there. She's like, "Try it on." I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't want to lose it. I'm like, "This is an expensive store."
Because like,
I'm gonna break it
right down the drain or something like.
Yeah, it was very scary. I'm like, I'm gonna drop on the floor and I'm gonna break it.
I've been there. No, I'm like when you're somewhere and you're just like, I have to put this on? Oh god.
Yeah. Can you do it for me?
Yeah.
Please.
IBM. You know that?
Yeah, I know what that is.
You know that?
It's a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper?
I want to say, I feel like they did accounting or something.
Accounting?
Yeah, or something financing.
They used to sell machines like meat slicers, scales, punch cards, time records, and more.
Oh, wow. So they were still in the machine business, so that makes sense why they eventually invented the home computer. Yeah. I believe they are the ones who did the home computer, or was it Apple? I felt like it was one of them. I can't remember which was the first one to the line. Whatever. It was one of them that made the home computer.
OPI. Nail polish.
Oh, nail polish.
Mm-hmm. They're like the classic nail polish. Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've actually seen those. Yeah.
I'd be afraid if you haven't. Like this is like the classic.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna say paint, just to throw out something.
Paint?
Yeah, just paint.
Jewelry wise.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Thinking with women, she's like horses.
Dental supplies.
Oh, there you go.
Odontotorium Products Inc. That's not how you say that word, but
yeah, there you go. Big words for you.
Yeah. So just dental supplies.
There you
including dentures.
Well, there you go.
Brenda's on.
There you go.
I'm
nice go, Brenda.
3M. That company.
3M. Oh, they make Scotch tape and all the sticky stuff.
Yeah. Like the command hooks.
Yeah.
I feel like they made windows.
I'm just trying to. I remember a long time ago, someone saying they knew what the 3Ms were, and they would say MMM, and I'm drawing a complete blank because and I feel like
it makes so much sense.
Well, yeah, I know, and I don't know. I actually, I'll go with paper for this one.
Paper.
Yeah.
Minnesota mining and manufacturing. So mining.
Mining. That
Minnesota.
Was it.
NASCAR.
I always knew NASCAR. The very first thing that started NASCAR was bootlegging.
Yes.
Bootlegging.
Mm-hmm. But the bootlegging alcohol.
Yep. You didn't even let her guess.
Well, you said it right. So what?
Bootlegging.
Oakley. The sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
You know, sunglasses.
Big eyelashes.
Umbrellas.
Um,
I feel like they make clothing.
Clothing?
they do make clothing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never heard of them.
They do.
What?
They make shirts.
Never heard of them.
Oakley's.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm officially old. I had like a shit. Like I
Kelsey
wouldn't.
has them.
I wouldn't buy anything but Oakley's for a while.
Oh, I would never trust myself to buy them because those ones I would lose.
Oh, I
The
don't lose
$5
sunglasses.
ones.
I don't lose sunglasses. I don't wear sunglasses often, so when I
I
do
don't either.
at horse shows, at the horse shows, but when I wore like because
You're outside.
24/7, like
Yeah. I
feel like they would.
have prescription ones,
I feel like they would
but
be
I
on my
totally
hat.
don't wear them
I would
all.
take them off and they'd be still on my hat. Like you know what I mean? One of those. I'll say glasses.
First home computer was MITS.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Ashley. I can't remember which one. I feel like there was so many.
MITS.
They all had
Miss.
those initials. No, everyone had those
Yeah, no,
initials.
no.
I'll say actual glasses,
Glasses.
like prescription glasses.
They were motorcycle grips. So like the
Oh,
handlebars.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. How do you get the glasses?
Mm.
Is that 25?
No.
Okay. She's like trying to skip them now.
Well, I was trying to read like how they got there, but it didn't say it.
Oh.
I don't even know what this one is. Sanrio.
I don't even know what Sanrio is now.
The company behind Hello Kitty.
Oh.
And all the products that have Hello Kitty on them.
I still don't know what Hello Kitty. I mean, I know
What is it?
Yeah, no.
Isn't it a girl dressed like?
Okay, no, stop. I understand that Hello Kitty, the whole thought of it, but is it a TV show? Is like what is? It's just a
like for me.
It's like drawing.
I had Bobby Jack, and it was just a character on a shirt.
Who the hell is Bobby Jack?
He's Monkey.
Oh, it's just like it's just a Mickey Mouse that doesn't do anything.
Like a brand.
Yeah, I got you. Like an alligator on your shirt or a polo.
Yeah.
It's just like there he is, and then okay.
That's just like their logo.
Yeah. I got you.
Oh, Mom finally made it on.
Oh, well, we're almost off. All right, wait a minute. So it's Hello Kitty. What was that before then?
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
What did you say? Did you say anything?
No, I didn't.
I say I'm gonna go with Candy.
Candy?
I'm gonna go Candy too because it's really not else I can think of Hello Kitty.
Silk.
Silk.
Mm-hmm.
You can't with these. These are getting like we're like horse manure.
Nintendo.
Trading cards.
Yes. Hasbro.
I know this one.
6 kids. Hasbro make toys. I still think they probably made knick-knack toys. Like
They worked with metal.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Because all the
textile scraps.
Which is clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Or
and then pencil cases. And then pencils themselves. Because
have you ever seen a pencil made? Have you ever seen a pencil made? That is so cool.
Yeah, it is. I watch a lot of how it's made. It's really relaxing. Mom hates the noise, the music to it.
I love watching that. I'm like, what the? Because it fascinates me how they get the lead in the middle of it. And then once you watch it, you go, oh, it's cut in half? That's so cheese. I was like, I thought it was hollow. Yeah. It's not. It's just cut in half and glued it perfectly where you can't see it. You're like,
Raytheon.
Raytheon they make submarines for the. Well, they used to make certain submarines and defense stuff for the government. And my grandfather was a janitor there. I worked for like 30 years or 40 years in Raytheon or some crazy amount of time. Wait a minute. What was it before?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say shipping. They make ships.
Ships.
I feel like they made boxes.
I could guess so. I wouldn't be surprised.
Home appliances.
Oh, that's close. We're both kind of close, though.
They make missiles, drones, jet engines, cybersecurity systems, and all kinds of other cutting edge technology.
It used to be more now,
Yeah.
but it used to be all like submarines
They
and
used to sell refrigerators.
refrigerators.
Mm-hmm.
You ever get that? You guys do that? My grandmother didn't call it refrigerator; she called it refrigerator, and I was like, always thought it was Portuguese.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when I was little, I thought, and then one day,
I know Portuguese.
refrigerator, and one day, my dad said it, and I said, "Oh, is that Portuguese?" He says, "No, that's the name brand, because that used to be Frigidaire." I was like, I thought that was Portuguese for refrigerator. Like Band-Aids.
Yeah.
So my grandmother used to call every refrigerator a Frigidaire.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, Band-Aids. Like, when you're little and someone says, well, I need a Band-Aid. Mm-hmm. You don't understand that that's not the name for it.
Right.
You just think from now on, every time you have
it's like
a cut, a Q-tips. Like, oh, hey, I got Q-tips. And
or
even though
Kleenex, like, I say tissues, but everyone else, like older,
it's always, and it's Kleenex. Like, I always thought the Portuguese word for refrigerator was frigidaire. I remember being like, what? I felt so stupid because I was like too old already to like know the truth. Like, I mean,
well, you think that's funny?
No, she's closing it. She's like, I got something to tell you.
So
she's like, this is how I became gay. I didn't know.
I don't know who started, but one of Kelsey's family members calls her dad. His dad's Alan Toady, but she calls him Nala I taught. And he used to own a karate school.
Okay.
And I went to go call him that. Or like say something to Kelsey and like say like Nala I taught. But I couldn't think of what it was.
Right.
And so I said something, and she's like, what? I'm like, I don't know his sensei name. And she was like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, no, like, Nala, I thought. She's like, that's his name backwards.
I don't feel bad about the Frigidaire anymore.
I know nothing about karate.
And you still don't.
Pretty much. His name backwards.
You know what?
I felt so dumb.
Not as much as when I realized the Frigidaire, because you know how many people I went to Portuguese? Frigidaire. I keep saying it in Portuguese.
I became like, wow.
It wasn't. I'm so stupid. I am so stupid with that.
So
I think as kids, I don't know how, I mean, things were much, I think it's easier now. Because realistically, if you really want to know something, just Google. Like, you can Google it. In my day, you went off of what you heard or someone tell you. That was the worst.
Right, unless you want to pull out a freaking book.
Right. But most of the times, you had some idiot friend who was like, oh, I know this.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, you were so far from, you're like, wait a minute, what now? Like, your friends would tell you everything and then tell you, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Don't do this or do this. And then I'd be like, oh. Like, I had this thing for the longest time. My dad had this one meal, and he goes, oh, you got to eat this. Put hair on your chest. If you don't eat this, you don't get head on. I remember being a kid going, this is gross, but if I don't want to be bear. I don't want to, I want to be a man. My dad also used to give me a hard time because he used to make fun of that. I always wanted a vanilla shake because I don't like strawberry. I don't really like chocolate shakes. So I was always vanilla. He's like, only special people drink. I was like, ooh, special. He's like, not the good special. Little light in the loafers. And I'd be like, and for the longest time, I never understood that either. I was like, no. I'd be like, I knew gay people. I'm like, why are they called light in the loafers? They walk just like me. Until that one guy ran, and I went, oh, okay.
I get it now, Dad.
I tell you, nothing will be ever funny. I've never laughed so hard. I'm walking with one of my gay friends, and we're at a horse show, and you have to wear like long ties, like proper ties. And there's a guy riding around with a bow tie, which is like you don't do. You don't do. And my gay friend's walking with me, grabs me, and goes, "Do you see that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." you can wear a bow tie? Because I'm like, you can wear a bow tie? I thought that was like, he's like, no, you're giving us fags a bad name. And I was like, you're gay? I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Because I never talked about stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people around me. That's why I keep saying to people, like, I don't understand. Like, we were at the Scare Fest, and someone's saying that some people, like men, are starting to protest against Elvira because she came out.
I took this out. I never turned it on.
What?
I never turned the sign on.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still not on.
Sorry.
We'll turn it right on there. And they stopped watching her because she came out that she was gay. And I'm like, why? Why would you stop watching her? Well, it ruins the fantasy. It was a fantasy in the first place. You weren't going to touch her. Like, who cares if she's gay, straight? Like, I never watched someone on TV and did then go, I hope this person's not gay. It's going to ruin the movie for me.
Right.
I never think that way. I'm watching the movie.
You think that about me?
I do sometimes.
Hope I'm not gay.
I was like, hope this dinner's not too gay. No, I don't.
Is this made with gay?
Extra sprinkles.
Extra sprinkle.
No, I never think that way. I don't care. Just like, I come here, we laugh and joke, I leave. I don't think about your personal life. Like, I don't
think about anything.
Like, I don't know, but I mean, I don't think about, like, like some guys are like, hey, you know what they do? No, I don't. I really don't care what they do because it's none of my business, and I enjoy.
I can't watch it anyways.
Yeah, like, I'm not part of. I mean, that's weird, but still, like,
yeah.
but no, I'm being this, like, well, if you're not part of something, why do you care?
Right.
Like, now if I'm sitting there with 5 guys in a bedroom, they're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Like, then I'm caring. Yeah. But I really don't care what goes on. Like, I don't get what people.
It doesn't affect you. It shouldn't affect you.
It doesn't. Like, and that's why I always think weird people. Like, why are you even thinking about this? Why is this ruining something for you? Weird. I don't understand why people. And I understand it's tougher now because I feel like your generation keeps putting stuff in my face, and I keep thinking like, but I don't care. I don't care what you do. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care if your best friend wants to be a furry. I really don't care because it doesn't affect me. Now, if she's pissing on my lawn and killing my grass, then I might be like, hey, piss on somebody else's lawn. Right. Mm-hmm. But I always think, like, there's a time and place for everything. We don't need, you can say if someone says, hey, what are you? And you can, if you want to be open and explain what your life is, that's fine, but you don't need to tell everybody. And I feel like there's a lot of generations that want to keep shoving stuff down, like, accept me. I do accept you, but I don't need to know everything about you.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to know everything about you.
No, but that's how it should be. We don't need to know about everybody's thing. And I think they forget that sometimes. And I again said you guys were like the best generation because I literally would walk through the room and you're like, yep, there are the gays. But they weren't like, they were just them. Mm-hmm. And you just would walk by and you just go, yep, that's them. It wasn't, hey, Niles, I have a rainbow. You got a rainbow sock on. That makes you, like, it wasn't that. They never kind of attacked you. They kind of left you alone. And that's something I feel like we've lost in this country a little bit. That's what I think is weird. Same thing with like being a hairdresser.
Being weird?
No, I think it's weird. Like, people like, oh, you're gay. I don't want you to smell. Like, who can
I never had anyone say that.
I know.
But I don't really like to talk about my personal life until I get to know you a little bit more.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't have to. I don't go into my mechanic and say, hey, how many girls have you slept with? I just need to know before you work on my car. Right. I'm like, hey, are you a good mechanic? How many men have you slept with? No, it's more like, hey, can you fix it? Do you know how to? Right. Yeah, it's my first day. Well, I don't think I want to go to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what should matter. Right. And they don't. They seem to worry about everything else. Stupid. Mm-hmm. Sorry. I get like, ah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready? Hold on.
And we're starting. We're ready.
There you go. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. And by the way, this one sucked reading the comments.
You're in charge.
I can't read from here. I'm blind.
Well, there's like nothing else. It's only Ashley left.
All right. Ashley, bye.
Bye.
See you next Thursday.
Bye.